Hey friends, how's it going? It is April 7th, Veda Day 7. I actually know what day it is this time, and we're gonna keep plugging along with a video every day in April, although I have to say, I'm pretty sure I won't be a vlog every day kind of girl. It's like pretty hard work, especially with like the learning curve is just straight up at this point. However, I just saw this cute video brought to you by Mom TV. There's like a kind of tag game, I guess that's kind of how you can call it, since this is in fact called Walt Disney World tag. But yeah, I mean, you know that when I saw that, and she didn't tag me because I like literally just introduced myself to her online like yesterday. But she did say, if any of you want to do this. So basically, she told me to do it. And I'm gonna do it because you know that Walt Disney World is it's kind of our thing, right? The first question is, when was the first time you went to Walt Disney World? And I actually answer this question a little bit differently because I like to remember the first time that I actually fell in love with Disney World for the things that I love about it now. I was in high school, we were performing at Melody Gardens, now defunct, and it was a blast, but the things I remember most, I do not remember if we rode anything. I happen to remember that I waited days to meet Ariel, and then we were at the then MGM studios, and I saw Voyage of the Little Mermaid, and I was very disappointed because as much as I love that show now, Ariel just wasn't herself that day, and I was kind of bummed. But I remember one day it rained in the Magic Kingdom and we didn't ride anything. We just walked around enjoying the park and people watching, and we were soaking wet, but it didn't matter. It was so much fun. And a friend of mine spent a day at the studios, and I don't remember riding anything beyond watching Voyage of the Little Mermaid, but I remember first noticing the crates with the addresses by Min and Bill's. All I could think of was Dinosaur Gertie. Min and Bill's. And noticing a lot of the details in Backlot Express, and I just knew then that it was a really special place, and since then we've been back countless times. I got my family hooked on it, and well, that wasn't the question. The next question is your favorite park. And first of all, this is an impossible question for me because I mean, the Magic Kingdom is the Magic Kingdom. It's the most magical place on earth, not the happiest place on earth, which is Disneyland Park, of course, but I mean, literally there's no other place in the world that you feel like you've disappeared from reality. I have a plaque on my wall. Well, I'll have to show it to you in a minute. But it says, "Here you leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy." And I love walking under the train station and reading that because it's so true. You literally leave your world, which is so wonderful on vacation. But I love Epcot and so much about it. And when we're at Animal Kingdom, literally that's where my family feels the most at home and the most relaxed. So in the studios, I have fond memories of that park, and it's gonna be something amazing. So pretty much that's like picking a favorite kid. I'm not gonna do it. Favorite land in the Magic Kingdom. Well, Crystal, who tagged but did not tag me in this video, made the obvious point that Adventureland has Dole Whips, which is awesome. It also has really fun theming. So there's something to be said about that, but if I'm just looking at the lands, minus the crowds and the sea of strollers that is usually there after about an hour, you know, I have a soft spot for Fantasyland. It's a place of fantasy, and it's amazing. Favorite Disney Resort Hotel. I have to say, why did I choose to do this? I don't know. So this changes because we have fallen in love with so many of the DVC resorts, with our home Saratoga Springs, which gets a bad rap, but it's beautiful and serene and very upscale but comfortable, lovely, absolutely love it. The Beach Club is one of our favorite places to be, and you have beaches and cream and to walk to Epcot and the studios and Stormalong Bay. But Animal Kingdom Lodge, every time we go, it just seals its way farther and farther up the list. Whether Jumbo House or Kidani Village, I love it there. It has definitely become our favorite for now. I don't know. But honestly, there's like been maybe one hotel that I didn't just love when we were there. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. Number 5, favorite snack. The Dole Whip. I mean, seriously. Well, to be clear, the Dole Whip float with pineapple soft serve. No vanilla, like mixing it. No, just soft serve plain. Like, what's that all about? Dole Whip float, pineapple soft serve, pineapple juice. So good. I have several posts, though, about snacks around the whole of Walt Disney World. You can check that out on the links below at our Delightful Life blog. I'm a big fan of snacking around Walt Disney World. Number 7, favorite table service and counter service. Again, I mean, I'm doing this by choice. No one is forcing me to, but it's really quite hard. Today, which I could literally roll a dice and it could change every day, but today I'm going to say my favorite table service is, well, we have great memories at Chef Mickey's, but it's not my favorite food. And Palo would take that title, but I think this is just Walt Disney World, not the Disney Cruise Line. So, see what I did there? I keep like slipping all these extras and I feel like Lou Mangello. But you only get that if you watch or listen to the top 10s. Favorite table service or counter service? There are so many. I could much more easily make a perfect meal with bits and pieces of each one. I'll tell you, I loved the Yachtsman Steakhouse. We went there a couple of trips ago, just Kyle and I, and it is outstanding. So good. I'll pick that one for now. Counter service. I also love Tusker House. Yachtsman for today. Ask me again tomorrow. Favorite counter service, Beaches and Cream. Not for the food, but for the ice cream. If I'm actually eating real food, I would have to say maybe Tangerine Cafe, which is probably not a super popular choice, but you really can't go wrong with 9 out of the 10 counter service restaurants. Favorite ride, Soarin', easy for me. Literally the reason that I started paying attention to essential oils, because I can remember countless times where that song, even 900 miles away at home, just hearing the song, remembering the smell of the orange groves, everything about the whole experience of Soarin' like lowers my blood pressure and heart rate and just makes me happy. It's like a drug. It really is. And it's amazing. And I don't care which coast you're riding it on. I don't even really care. I mean, I care, but it doesn't take any points away that the film's bad at this point and they're fixing it, which is awesome. Anyway, Soarin', hands down, my favorite ride in either coast. Let's see. Oh, favorite show. I really love the Frozen fun sing-along, whatever that new summer Frozen. Clearly I've been to it one time, but it's so cute and it's so well done and it makes me laugh. I don't know if that's my favorite. I kind of hesitate because I have only seen it once, but it's really good. Favorite parade or fireworks? Oh, Spectro Magic. Rip my heart out. It is so just devastating that it's gone and like really gone for good. That's definitely my favorite. My favorite current parade is the Festival of Fantasy. It's mind-blowing. If you haven't seen it yet, it's worth a trip. I mean, literally we took a trip down there so that we could see it sooner than I wanted, which, I mean, there are airline miles and all this. It wasn't as flippant as it sounds, but it kind of was. The floats there are so amazing and just huge and detailed, and I love it. I love it. But Spectra still has the #1 place in my heart and probably will for a very long time. Favorite pavilion in Epcot? Well, the one that I love the most just as a whole is Italy, because I have such a soft spot for the actual country of Italy and can't wait to travel back there with my family. And I just love being there. The pavilion I could spend the most time in is probably Morocco. I think there's just so many amazing stories and sights and like souvenirs and shopping and music and food, and I think it's an amazing, awesome pavilion that is often overlooked. I mean, to actually go back through all those little alleys and alcoves and check it out. Do it next time if you haven't already. I am on number 12, which is good because I've talked a lot. What color is your magic band? Oh, don't get me started on, well, I love magic bands. I'm talking about FastPass Plus with the eye roll before. I think I've had every color of Magic Band except for orange, and one of my kids, I think, is getting orange. I don't know. We really don't put a lot of thought into it. All the girls had pink at first, but I don't know. I really wish there were more colors, though. I do, because even if you're only going for one trip, I feel limited. I don't know, but there's so many cool accessories and stuff that you can get, and cover bands, and I have these little stickers I got. I don't know if you can see that because I can't see what's focusing, from WDW Radio, and it's just one example. There's like character ones, and there's all these sticker decal things. I've seen people do amazing things with nail polish. So does it really matter what color it is? I don't think it does. Favorite character to meet? Oh, Mickey. I mean, Mickey, obviously. That's no question. A character you haven't met but really want to. Oh, so we didn't used to care about characters at all. We have 2 different families that we know that would spend a lot of time character hunting and a lot of time getting autographs. Character hunting always sounds so bad. You know what I mean? And we just couldn't understand it. But to watch our kids interact with the characters has changed everything, and now I love them too. They really want to meet Wendy. My husband and I met her before we had kids. The girls really want to meet Wendy, but this isn't their video, it's mine. A character I haven't met but really want to. I don't even know. I got to hug Baymax. I mean, that's so cool. I think Wally would be fun. I mean, it doesn't exist either as far as a meet and greet, but it would be fun. I kind of like to meet Joe Rohde. Does that count? If you don't know who that is, I'll find some link to put in the description. He's a character, but is responsible for everything I love about Animal Kingdom. So, finally, your best Disney memory. Oh my goodness. Well, you know that I'm not going to be able to answer this one. If you know me for any length of time at all, you know that this is the place where we make as many memories as we can. I mean, we just love going. If you've known me for however long this is going, which is long enough, you know I can't answer a question with a succinct answer anyway. So the first one that pops into mind, and this, gosh, is one of thousands of wonderful memories there, is when my son, who was 2 at the time, and is actually still 2, but he was barely 2. Maybe he wasn't even 2. I don't know. I told you about the calendar thing. But he had broken his thumb and had this big cast, and Mickey signed it and Donald and Goofy signed it, which is not policy if you're watching. It's hit or miss whether that'll happen, but it was so cool. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with my actual favorite memory or the memory I'm going to talk about, but it probably didn't hurt because he was so cute. He's always so cute, and then he has this giant cast also, which is like half the size of his body. But we were at Epcot Character Connection, and Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, I believe that's who all was there. They literally closed the office doors because, you know, they meet in different offices sometimes, but they closed the doors, and for a good 12 to 15 minutes, no exaggeration, played with my son one-on-one. It was surreal. I mean, it was crazy. They would go around the backdrops and play hide and seek with him and play little patty cake games, and they would chase him, and like 15 minutes of this. If I didn't love Disney World already, that would have done it for me. But since I do, I just stood there filming it and taking pictures, and no matter how amazed I am at Disney's service and the Disney experience, that still completely blew my mind. And he'll never even remember it, which is both funny and sad, but it is what it is, and that's the memory I'm going to leave you with today. Again, I have nobody to tag, but I would love to see your video. I'll link the questions down below so you can answer in however many or few words you choose to. And I will talk to you tomorrow. See ya!